T-minus 40 seconds and counting. The development flight instrumentation recorders are on. T-minus 35 seconds. We're just a few seconds away from switching to the redundant sense sequencer. T-minus 27 seconds. We have gone for redundant set sequencer start. T-minus 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15, 14, 13, T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start. We have main engine start. Off of America's first space shuttle. And the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Back there, roll program.
Go.
Roger, roll.
Coming up on 10, T-minus 10, 9. We have go for main engine start. We have main engine start. Minus 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. We have ignition of the solid rocket boosters and liftoff. Liftoff of America's Space Shuttle, and the Space Shuttle has cleared the tower.
Houston now controlling. Mission control confirms roll maneuver started.
13, 12, 10. We are go for main engine ignition. 8, 7, 6. We have main engine ignition.
Roger, Columbia rolling.
Houston now controlling. Mission control confirms roll maneuver started.
Going to the blue skies.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have main engine ignition. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have solid motor ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of America's Space Shuttle on its fourth mission, and we have cleared the tower.
Roll program.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
Houston now controlling. Mission control confirms roll maneuver started. 20 seconds. Thrust looks good. 26 seconds. Roll maneuver completed. 30 seconds. 1 nautical mile in altitude. Throttling engines down to 65% now as programmed. 36 seconds. Plot board status looks good. Mission control. 42 seconds. Columbia now 3 nautical miles in altitude. 46 seconds. Coming up on period of maximum aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle.
21 seconds and counting. The SRB nozzles are being moved through a test pattern to launch position. T-minus 15 seconds. 13, 12, 11, 10. We are go for main engine ignition. 6. We have main engine ignition. 3, 2, 1. And solid motor ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of the first operational Space Shuttle mission with 2 satellites on board, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Roll pitch program.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
Houston now controlling. Mission control confirms roll maneuver started.
13, 12, 11, 10. We'll go for main engine ignition. 7, 6. We have main engine ignition. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. Liftoff of the Orbiter Challenger and the 6th flight of the Space Shuttle. The shuttle has cleared the tower.
Challenger's underway and we got a roll program.
Houston copies, Challenger.
The period of maximum aerodynamic pressure. "30 seconds elapsed.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We go for main engine start. We have main engine start and ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of STS-7 and America's first woman astronaut. And the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Okay, roll program.
Roger your roll, Challenger.
Houston now controlling. Mission control confirms roll maneuver started.
Ground com on OS channels 217, 218.
20 seconds.
T-minus 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We have engine start. 2, 1. We have ignition and we have liftoff. Liftoff, 32 minutes after the hour, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Clear. Roger, roll.
Houston confirms good roll program. Standing by for main engine throttle down to control structural loads on Challenger during max Q, the period of maximum aerodynamic pressure. Seconds elapsed. Altitude 1 mile and a half.
10, we have go for main engine start. 8, 7, 6, we have main engine start. 3, 2, 1, solid motor ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Columbia and the first flight of the European Space Agency Space Lab. The shuttle has cleared the tower.
Roger, roll.
Vehicle rolling from tail south, round 235 degrees.
T-minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. We have a go for main engine start. 6, 5. We have main engine start. 3, 2, 1, 0. We have solid rocket booster ignition and liftoff of Challenger and the 10th Space Shuttle flight. The shuttle has cleared the tower.
Tower, pitch program.
Houston now controlling. Roll maneuver confirmed.
15 seconds.
Good roll confirmed by mission control. 20 seconds.
We are go for main engine start. 8, 7, 6. We have main engine start. 3, 2, 1. Solid motor ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Challenger and the first flight to repair a satellite in space. We have cleared the tower.
T-minus 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15. T-minus 11. 10. We have a go for main engine start. 6. We have main engine start. 3, 2, 1. We have SRB ignition and we have liftoff. Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbiter Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Roger, roll. Mission control confirms roll maneuver. Standing by to throttle down to 65% to begin passing through the period of maximum aerodynamic pressure. Throttling down in a two-step fashion, first 84%, then to 65%.
T-minus 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Go for main engine start. 7, 6. We have main engine start. 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have SRB ignition and the history's largest astronaut crew is on its way.
Houston controlling now. All main engines running at 100%. Roll program initiated, 120-degree roll maneuver to put the ship on its 57-degree inclination with the crew heads down.
13, 12, 11, 10. We're go for main engine start. 7, 6. We have main engine start. 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Liftoff of Discovery and the first flight to retrieve and return satellites from space, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Roll program initiated. Houston now controlling.
Ten seconds.
Roll program completed.
9, 8, 7. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Discovery, the first flight totally dedicated to Department of Defense mission. And it's cleared the tower.
Tower clear. The vehicle now turning around to the proper azimuth to go down track on this flight.
12 seconds. T-minus 13, 12, 11, 10.
9. We have a go for main engine start. 7, 6, and we have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. We have SRB ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of mission 51D and the 7-member crew of Discovery. And the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Houston controlling now.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
That 90-degree roll program initiated puts the ship at the proper alignment for flight down the inclination of 28.45 degrees. Throttle step down to 90% as Discovery goes through active load limiting in preparation for max Q.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Go for main engine start. 6. We have main engine start. All 3 engines up and running. 3, 2, 1, 0. SRB ignition and Challenger in Space Lab 3 is airborne and has cleared the tower.
Tower clear.
Houston now controlling. Roll program initiated.
Roger, roll, Challenger.
Seconds, roll program
10,
completed.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Discovery has cleared the tower at pad 39, rolling around to the proper azimuth to place the spacecraft on a 28.5 degree inclination orbit.
T-minus 10. We have go for engine start. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. We have liftoff of Challenger in Space Lab 2. The shuttle has cleared the tower.
T-minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. We have a go for main engine start, and we have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of A-51I and the commercial deploy and repair mission. It has cleared the tower.
Roger, roll, Discovery. Roll program initiated. Houston now controlling. Roger that. Beginning throttle down now to 65%. 3 engines throttling down now to 65%. Altitude 3 nautical miles.
The body flap and speed bake in launch position.
Throttle down condition.
T-minus 12, 11, 10. Have go for main engine start. T-minus 6. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Atlantis. A new orbiter joins the shuttle fleet, and it has cleared the tower.
Roll program initiated. Crew confirms roll maneuver.
Minus 13 seconds. Minus 10. We're go for main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Challenger and the Space Lab D1 mission. And the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Controlling now. Roll program initiated. This 102-degree roll puts the ship in the proper attitude for flight down.
T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And liftoff. Liftoff of the Space Shuttle, and it has cleared the tower.
Roll program initiated.
Roger, roll, Atlantis.
Either on go at T-minus 12 seconds. T-minus 10. Go for engine start. T-minus 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. We have liftoff. Liftoff of Columbia in mission 61C, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Houston controlling now.
Columbia's ready and normal. Roger, roll, Columbia.
The crew and the ground acknowledging the roll program. A good roll, 73 degrees, puts the ship on the proper attitude for the flight downrange with wings level and astronauts heads down. Standing by now to throttle down. All three main engines running smoothly at 104% of rated thrust.
Houston, Columbia, Charlie, isolated a bad.
T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
Now controlling.
Roger, roll, Challenger.
Good roll program confirmed. Challenger now heading downrange.
T-minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. We're go for main engine start. 7, 6. We have main engine start. 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. Liftoff. Americans return to space as Discovery clears the tower.
Roger, roll, Discovery. Crew confirms roll program. Houston now controlling. 3 engines at 104%.
Engines throttling up. 3 engines now at 104%.
Challenger, go with throttle up. Roger, go with throttle up.
1 minute 15 seconds. Velocity 2,900 feet per second. Altitude 9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
We have a go for main engine start. 7, 6. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Atlantis begins another space voyage as it clears the tower.
Flight controllers here looking very carefully at the situation. Obviously a major malfunction. We have no downlink.
T-minus 20 seconds.
15 seconds.
T-minus 13, 12, 11, 10. We have a go for main engine start. 6, 5. We have main engine start. 3, 2, 1. SRB ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of STS-29 as Discovery clears the tower.
Roll program. Roger, roll, Discovery.
Mission Control, Houston. Good roll program confirmed.
We have a go for main engine start. 7, 6. We have main engine start. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. A new era of planetary science begins as Atlantis clears the tower.
Roger, roll, Atlantis.
T-minus 10, we have go for main engine start. 7, 6, go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Liftoff on Columbia and its return to flight.
This is Mission Control, Houston. Roll program initiated. Good roll program confirmed for Columbia. 3 main engines up and running. currently throttling down to 97% and throttling down now to 65% on the three main engines for the passage through maximum dynamic pressure.
Behind 15, 11, 10, 9. We have a go for main engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition and liftoff of Atlantis and the Galileo spacecraft bound for Jupiter.
Houston now controlling.
Roll program. Roger, roll, Atlantis.
Roll program initiated, about 110-degree roll maneuver. Guidance confirms a good roll maneuver.
15 seconds and counting. Sound suppression water system has started. The launch igniters and pyrotechnics are armed. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery for its Thanksgiving Day mission.
Roll program initiated. Guidance officer confirms a good roll maneuver.
T-minus 10, 9. We have a go for main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Booster ignition and liftoff of Columbia. A new decade of spaceflight begins.
Sending from the tower. Hand over to Houston complete. Roll program initiated.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
T-minus 20. T-minus 15. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. We have a go for main engine start. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition and liftoff of Atlantis and mission STS-36.
Mission control, Houston. Roll program has begun. That program puts the vehicle in the proper launch plane.
Booster hydraulic power units have started.
20.
Sound suppression water system has started.
15.
T-minus 13 seconds.
10.
T-minus 10, go for main engine start. We are go for main engine start. T-minus 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery with the Hubble Space Telescope, our window on the universe.
Mission control, Houston.
We have a go for main engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff of Discovery and the Ulysses spacecraft bound for the polar regions of the sun.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
This is mission control. The roll maneuver puts Discovery into the correct launch plane.
T-minus 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15. T-minus 10, 9. We have a go for main engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Atlantis and crew on a classified Department of Defense flight.
Houston now controlling. Roll maneuver underway. Maneuver complete, placing Atlantis on the proper heading. All systems performing well, engines at 104%.
T-minus 16 seconds. Sound suppression water system operating. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Main engine start. 3 good engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis and the Gamma Ray Observatory, seeking out the explosive forces of the universe.
Roll program, Houston. Roger, roll, Atlantis. Houston now controlling. Roll maneuver complete. Placing Atlantis and crew in the heads down attitude and on course for its 28.5-degree inclination orbit.
T-minus 20 seconds. Sound suppression water system now being released. T-minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. We have engine start. 3, 2, 1. We have ignition and liftoff of Discovery on a research flight for the Department of Defense.
Roger, roll, Discovery. Houston's now controlling. Roll maneuver is underway.
T-minus 20 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9. We have a go for engine start. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff of Columbia on the first dedicated medical research flight.
Roll program, Houston. Roger, roll, Columbia. Houston now controlling. Roll maneuvers underway. Maneuver complete. Columbia now heading in a heads-down attitude on course for a 39-degree orbit.
20. 15, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis on a 9-day mission to deploy the TDRS communication satellite.
Houston, Atlantis, roll program. Roger, roll, Atlantis. Houston's now controlling. Maneuver complete. Rolling Atlantis and crew heads down.
Sound suppression water system has started. T-minus 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Go for main engine start. 3 main engines up and burning. 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery and the Upper Atmosphere Research Satellite, opening a new era studying the Earth's environment from space.
Roger, roll, Discovery. Mission Control, Houston now controlling the flight of Discovery. Roll program complete. Discovery now in a heads-down position on course for a 57-degree inclination. Discovery's engines now throttling down as the vehicle...
13, 12, 11, 10, 9. We have a go for engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff of Atlantis and the 6-man crew on a Department of Defense flight.
Roger, roll, Atlantis. Houston now controlling. Atlantis is completed rolling over to the proper position where it's climbed to a 28.5-degree inclination orbit.
20.
15, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. We have 3 main engines up and running. 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. Liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery and the first International Microgravity Laboratory.
Houston is now controlling. Discovery and crew are rolling on course. Roll program. Roger, roll, Discovery.
body flap and speed brake in the launch condition. Sound suppression water system activated. T-minus 10, 9, 8, we're go for main engine start. 6, 5, main engine start. 3, 2, 1, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis on a mission to planet Earth.
Houston, Atlantis, in the roll.
Roger, roll, Atlantis.
Houston now controlling. Atlantis is rolling to the proper up down position for its climb to a 57-degree inclination, 160 nautical mile high orbit.
T-minus 10. We have a go for engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of the maiden voyage of Endeavour on a satellite rescue mission.
Roll program, Houston.
Roger, roll, Endeavour. Houston now controlling, roll maneuver complete. Endeavour's in a heads down position on course for a 28.35 degree orbit.
20.
T-minus 20 seconds.
15.
T-minus 15. 12. 10. 9. 8. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And liftoff of the Space Shuttle Columbia and the first extended duration mission, a stepping stone to Space Station Freedom.
Roll program, Houston.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
Houston now controlling. Columbia is rolled to the proper upside down position, putting the crew with heads down to see the horizon and putting Columbia on course for its planned orbit.
20 seconds. Orbiter body flap and speed brake are in the launch position. Sound suppression water system has started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Main engine ignition. All 3 engines up and burning. 2, 1. And liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis on a mission for new utility in space.
Houston's now controlling. Atlantis is rolling on course.
Roll program.
Roger, roll, Atlantis. Roll maneuvers complete, placing Atlantis and crew on the proper heading. Engines at full throttle.
T-minus 17 seconds. We're coming up on a go for main engine start.
10. TLS is go for main engine start.
We have main engine start. 2, 1. Solid rocket ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Endeavour on America's 50th space shuttle flight.
T-minus 20 seconds.
Houston now controlling.
15.
T-minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for engine start. 3, 2, 1. We have ignition and liftoff of Columbia on an ambitious 10-day international research flight.
Houston is rolled to the course for its planned orbit. Columbia beginning now to throttle back.
20. T-minus 15 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And liftoff. Liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery on a 7-day mission for the Department of Defense.
Houston is now controlling. Discovery is maneuvering onto course.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
Roll maneuvers complete. Placing Discovery and crew on the proper heading. Engines at 100%.
25.
Flight data recorders now recording. Booster hydraulic power units have started.
15.
Sound suppression water system is working. Safety inhibits removed.
TLS is go for main engine start.
7, 6, main engine's up and running. 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. Liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour with NASA's newest tracking station in the sky.
T-minus 20 seconds.
15.
T-minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. We have liftoff of Discovery on the second mission to Planet Earth research flight.
Is now in charge of its own launch countdown. T-minus 20 seconds. Columbia's vent doors are being moved and configured for flight. T-minus 15, coming up on a go for main engine start. 12, 11, 10, T-minus 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Solid rocket ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Columbia on a voyage to the future.
Roll program.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
Houston is now controlling. The roll maneuver underway and complete. Columbia is in a heads-down position on course for a 28.5-degree flight, 160 nautical mile orbit.
T-minus 20. 15. 12. 10. 9. 8. 7. We have a go for main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour on the first spacehab mission and the retrieval of the Eureka spacecraft.
Houston is now controlling. Endeavour is rolling onto the proper heading.
Roger, roll, Endeavour.
Roll maneuvers complete, placing Endeavour and crew on a due east course. 3 good engines. Throttle settings at 100%.
Hydraulic power units activated. Sound suppression water system activated. Launch ignition system on. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Go for main engine start. Engines are up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, launching the next generation of communication satellite technology.
T-minus 20. All systems remain go at T-minus 15 seconds.
10. TLS go for main engine start.
Set T-minus 6, 5, 4. We have main engine start. 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Columbia on a life sciences mission for Earth and space.
Houston's now controlling.
Houston, Columbia, roll program.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
11, 10, 9. And we have a go for main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have liftoff. Liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour on an ambitious mission to service the Hubble Space Telescope.
Roll program, Houston. Roger, roll, Endeavour.
Houston now controlling. Endeavour's underway. Rolled on course for an orbit with the Hubble Space Telescope. Endeavour already traveling about 300 miles an hour. Altitude 1 mile.
25.
Just a few seconds, thousands of gallons of water will be dumped on the launch pad to help suppress the sound.
15.
Minus 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We have a go for engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery on a bold new era of spaceflight between the United States and Russia.
Houston, Discovery and roll.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
Houston is now controlling. The roll maneuver is underway aboard the orbiter. Discovery is now in a heads-down position on course for 57-degree, 190 nautical mile orbit. Onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. T-minus 20. 15. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4. 3. 2. 1. And liftoff. Liftoff of the Space Shuttle Columbia as NASA continues on the cutting edge of microgravity research.
Houston's now controlling.
Water system being activated.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
7, 6, main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour, observing the changes of planet Earth.
Roger, roll, Endeavour.
Minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Columbia on a multi-nation research flight.
Columbia, roll program.
Roger, roll, Columbia. Houston now controlling. Columbia underway on its 17th trip to space. Columbia already traveling 250 miles an hour. Three engines on board Columbia now throttling back to 2/3 throttle to prepare the spacecraft to pass through the area of maximum air pressure and go supersonic.
9, 8, 7, 6. Main engine start. 3 engines up and burning. 2, 1. Liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery, developing new techniques to monitor our Earth's environment from space.
Roll program, Houston. Roger, roll, Discovery.
Houston now controlling. Discovery is rolling on course for a 57-degree inclination, 140 nautical mile orbit on its 19th trip to space. Discovery speed already 400 miles an hour, altitude 9,000 feet. 3 engines on board Discovery now throttling back to 2/3 throttle to prepare the spacecraft to pass through the area of maximum air pressure.
T-minus 20 seconds. 15. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour on a mission to study the Earth's ever-changing environment.
Minus 15 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We are go for engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Atlantis on a mission to study planet Earth.
Solid rocket booster nozzles being gimbaled. T-minus 18 seconds. Solid rocket boosters armed. Sound suppression water system activated.
10.
T-minus 10 seconds. Go for main engine start. Main engine's now started. Engine's up and running. 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery on a mission to prepare for the next era of world cooperation in space.
Roll program, Houston. Roger, roll, Discovery.
Houston is now controlling. Discovery on its 20th trip to space. Discovery rolling on course for an orbit with the Mir space station. 3 engines on board Discovery now throttling back to 2/3 throttle to prepare the spacecraft to pass through the area of maximum air pressure.
T-minus 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery on a mission to prepare for the next era of world cooperation in space.
Houston is now controlling. Discovery on its 20th trip to space. Discovery rolling on course for an orbit with the Mir space station. Mir currently half a world away above the Indian Ocean.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of Endeavour on a voyage to view the universe.
Houston now controlling. Roger, roll, Endeavour. Roll maneuver underway aboard Endeavour. The vehicle is now in a heads-down position on course for a 28.5 degree orbit. Endeavour's engines have now throttled down as the aircraft passes through the area of maximum dynamic pressure.
12. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We have 3 main engines up and running. 2, 1, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis on a mission that will herald a new day of international cooperation in space.
Houston now controlling. Roger, roll, Atlantis. Atlantis is completing a roll maneuver as the vehicle turns into a heads-down position on course for a 161 nautical mile orbit and rendezvous with Space Station Mir.
15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Main engine ignition. 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery to complete NASA's constellation of tracking stations in the sky.
Houston now controlling the flight of Discovery. Roger, roll, Discovery.
12, 11, 10, 9. We have a go for engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Endeavour on the 71st flight of the Space Shuttle on a multifaceted mission.
Houston now controlling the flight of Endeavour.
Roger, roll, Endeavour.
15 seconds. 12, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff. Liftoff of the Space Shuttle Columbia, catapulting scientific knowledge and microgravity research.
Houston now controlling. Columbia underway on its 18th trip to space, rolling on a course for a 172 mile high, 39 degree inclination orbit.
And well programmed.
Sound suppression water system activated.
15.
10, 9, 8, 7. Go for main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis with the Russian docking module, the threshold for world cooperation in space.
Roger, roll, Atlantis.
Suppressing sound and shock acceptably because of thrust produced by the shuttle. T-minus 15 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We have a go for engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Endeavour in pursuit of a Japanese satellite.
Houston now controlling.
17218. Roll program, Houston.
Roger, roll, Endeavor.
T-minus 20 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have liftoff of the Space Shuttle Columbia, continuing space research through tether satellite technology.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
Houston now controlling. Columbia rolling on course for a 28.5 degree inclination orbit.
Gauge showing 45% on the left.
Thousands of gallons of water will be dumped on the launch platform to help absorb the shock of the 7 million pounds of thrust. 9. We have a go for engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Atlantis on the third shuttle mirrored docking flight.
Roll program. Roger, roll, Atlantis.
Mission control sees a good maneuver. Firing chain is armed. Sound suppression water system is activated. Range safety command systems are armed. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7. Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour to develop the practical and the beneficial aspects of space.
Roll program, Houston.
Roger, roll, Endeavor.
Houston now controlling. Endeavor's underway on its 11th trip to space. Currently rolling on course for an east-northeast trajectory away from the Kennedy Space Center toward a 39-degree inclination, 153 nautical mile altitude.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have liftoff of the Space Shuttle Columbia on an international life science and microgravity mission.
Houston now controlling the flight of Columbia.
Houston, Columbia is in the roll program.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
T-minus 20 seconds. T-minus 15. 11, T-minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of Atlantis on the fourth flight to dock with the Russian space station.
Houston now controlling.
Solid rocket booster hydraulic power units are started. Sound suppression water system armed. Range safety systems armed. 10, 9, 8. Ignition sequence start. 7, 6. 3 main engines up and burning. 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Columbia on a diversified mission of astronomy and commercial space research.
Houston, Columbia, roll program.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
Houston is now controlling. The roll maneuver is complete. Columbia is in a heads down, wings level position.
12, T-minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. We have main engines up and running. 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis on a 10-day mission to dock with Russia's orbiting outpost.
Houston now controlling the flight of Atlantis. Roger, roll, Atlantis. Atlantis into the roll to place the shuttle in a heads-down, wings-level position for the 8.5-minute ride to orbit. Seconds into the flight, Atlantis' 3 liquid fuel main engines now throttling back in a 3-step fashion to 67% of rated performance.
T-minus 15 seconds and counting. All systems go. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Discovery now on its way to service NASA's Hubble Space Telescope.
Houston now controlling.
Roll program, Houston.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
Roll maneuver is complete. Aboard Discovery.
9, 8, 7. Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Columbia with the Microgravity Science Laboratory, our research bridge to the space benefits of tomorrow.
Houston.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
Houston's now controlling. Columbia is rolling on course toward a 160 nautical mile high orbit, inclined 28.5 degrees to Earth's equator. Columbia already traveling at 300 miles per hour.
Columbia's 3 main engines is now throttle.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis, maintaining America's constant presence in space.
Houston now controlling the flight of Atlantis.
Yeah, but we just stay with the roll program.
Roger, roll, Atlantis. Echoing the words of Yuri Gagarin on his launch 36 years ago, Commander Trellis report puts Atlantis.
7, 6. Main engine start. 3, 2, 1, 0. And liftoff of Columbia with the Microgravity Science Laboratory, a research bridge to the International Space Station.
Houston.
Roger, roll, Columbia.
Houston is now controlling. Roll maneuver is complete aboard Columbia. The orbiter is now in a heads-down position on course for a 28.5 degree, 160 nautical mile orbit.
T-minus 15 seconds. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery on a mission to study planet Earth.
Roll program, Houston.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
Houston is now controlling. The roll maneuver is complete.
10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis, extending America's presence in space while opening new chapters in exploration.
Houston now controlling.
Houston now controlling. Roll program initiated. Place Atlantis on its heads down track over the Atlantic. Engines at 104%, preparing the throttle down to 67% for max Q, passing through the period of maximum aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle. Engines throttling down now. 3 engines at 67.
20.
Wiring chain is now armed.
15.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Engine start. 5, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Columbia on a mission combining science and the practical aspects of space.
15.
T-minus 13 seconds.
10.
9, 8, 7, 6. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour, continuing the union of U.S. and Russian space endeavors.
Houston Endeavor, roll program.
Roger, roll Endeavor.
Houston is now controlling. The roll maneuver is complete. Endeavor is now in a heads down, wings level position, headed to a rendezvous with the Mir space station.
Sound suppression water system is activated. T-minus 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Go for main engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Columbia on a mission expanding our knowledge and understanding of the human nervous system.
T-minus 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery as NASA embarks on the final mission to dock with Russia's space station Mir.
Houston Discovery, roll program.
Roger, roll Discovery.
Houston now controlling. Correct. Roll maneuver complete. Discovery now in a heads down, wings level position, headed to a 213 nautical mile high orbit, inclined 51.6 degrees to either side of the equator. Discovery's engines now throttling down to 67% of rated thrust as the orbiter passes through the area of maximum aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle in the lower part of the atmosphere.
T-minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery with a crew of 6 astronaut heroes and 1 American legend.
Houston Discovery, roll program.
Roger, roll Discovery.
T-minus 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavor with the first American element of the International Space Station, uniting our efforts in space to achieve our common goal.
Minus 15 seconds. Sound suppression water system is now activating. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery on the first mission to dock with the orbiting International Space Station. And the vehicle has cleared the tower.
Houston Discovery, roll program.
Roger, roll Discovery.
T-minus 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We have a go for engine start. 0. We have booster ignition and liftoff of Columbia, reaching new heights for women in X-ray astronomy.
Houston now controlling.
Houston, Columbia is in the roll. We've got a fuel cell pH number 1.
Roger, roll, Columbia. We're looking at. Columbia, Houston, we'd like AC bus sensors off. We're evaluating the fuel cell.
T-minus 15 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery on a mission to repair the Hubble Space Telescope as we venture into the 21st century.
Houston Discovery, roll program.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
Houston is now controlling. The roll maneuver is complete. Discovery is now in a heads down position on course for a 28.5 degree, 310 nautical mile orbit.
$15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Space Shuttle Endeavour on a 21st century mission, placing Earth back on the map.
20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis, a space shuttle for the 21st century.
Houston is now controlling the flight of Atlantis.
T-minus 15 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis, opening the door to a permanent human presence in space.
Houston, roger, roll. Houston now controlling the flight of Atlantis. Atlantis completing its roll, placing the shuttle in a heads-down, wings-level position for the 8.5-minute ride to orbit.
8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery, making shuttle history and building our future in space.
Houston now controlling.
Houston. Roger, roll, Discovery.
Discovery's roll maneuver is complete. The orbiter is now in a heads-down position on course for a 51.6 degree, 200 statute mile orbit and a rendezvous with the International Space Station Friday afternoon. Three engines aboard Discovery now throttling down as the orbiter prepares to pass through the area of maximum dynamic pressure on the vehicle in the lower atmosphere.
T-minus 20 seconds.
15.
T-minus 15 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. 5, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour, providing power to the station as we continue to build our future in space.
10 seconds.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis with Destiny, a science laboratory for the 21st century.
Houston now controlling.
15.
T-minus 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery and a team of explorers shaping their destiny.
Roll program, Houston.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
T-minus 20 seconds. 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour, extending the reach of the space station while extending partnerships above the Earth.
Houston, Endeavour, roll program.
Roger, roll, Endeavour.
Houston's now controlling. Endeavour's rolling on course toward the International Space Station. The shuttle already traveling more than 200 miles per hour. Endeavour's altitude now 1.5 miles. Speed now about 500 miles per hour. 3 engines on board the spacecraft are throttling down to 2/3 throttle to prepare the shuttle to pass through the area of maximum air pressure and go supersonic.
Water system is now being activated. We're arming the firing chain.
15.
Safety inhibits are now removed. Launch ignition system is armed. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis, launching a door to partnerships in space.
T-minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have engine start. 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery, carrying the third crew of astronaut residents to the International Space Station.
12, 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour, pushing our goals skyward using our station in space.
Houston now controlling the flight of Endeavour.
Roll program. Roger, roll, Endeavour.
The handoff has occurred.
Start.
Firing chain is on.
15 seconds.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Columbia to broaden our view of the universe through the Hubble Space Telescope.
Houston now controlling the flight of Columbia, the Pioneer shuttle headed for the Hubble Space Telescope.
Program. Roger, roll, Columbia.
Columbia into the roll, placing the shuttle in a heads-down, wings-level position for the 8.5-minute ride to orbit. 25 seconds into the flight, Columbia's 3 liquid fuel main engines now throttling back in a 3-step fashion to 72% of rated performance, reducing the stress on the shuttle as it breaks through the sound barrier. Already 2 miles in altitude, 1.5 miles downrange, leaving an incandescent trail behind it. Columbia headed for Hubble. Hubble almost directly over the Cape at this moment.
T-minus 15 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We have a go for main engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis, setting in place the keystone to the space station's backbone. 15, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 5, 3, 2, 1. 0. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour, extending our reach while expanding our research in space.
Houston now controlling the flight of Endeavour.
20 seconds and counting. 15 seconds. 13, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We have both main engine start. 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis, building the station and our future in space.
Houston now controlling the flight of Atlantis.
Roger, roll, Atlantic.
Atlantis into the roll, the external tank camera placing the shuttle in a heads-down, wings level position for that 8.5-minute ride to orbit. The Florida Space Coast disappearing.
Sound suppression water system activated. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Go for main engine start. 4, 2, 1, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Endeavour with another building block for the foundation of the International Space Station.
Houston now controlling the flight of Endeavour. 3 new residents headed for the International Space Station. Endeavour completing the roll, the shuttle now in a heads-down, wings level position for the 8.5-minute ride to orbit. Endeavour's 3 liquid fuel main engines throttling back now in a 3-step fashion to 72% of rated performance, reducing the
15 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of Space Shuttle Columbia with a multitude of national and international space research experiments.
Houston now controlling the flight of Columbia, the international research mission finally underway.
Pressure water system is being activated. Brain systems armed. T-minus 10 seconds. Go for main engine start. 7, 6, 5. 3 engines up and burning. 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery, beginning America's new journey to the moon, Mars, and beyond. And the vehicle has cleared the tower.
Discovery. Houston's now controlling. Commander Alan Collins confirming Discovery's rolling onto a course for rendezvous with the International Space Station.
T-minus 17 seconds and counting. 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Go for main engine start. Main engine start. 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond.
Houston now controlling the flight of Discovery. The Space Shuttle begins the journey back into orbit. Discovery completes its roll. The shuttle now heads down, wings level for the 8.5-minute ride to orbit.
20. Firing chain is armed. Sound suppression water system activated. 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 3 main engines up and burning. 2, 1, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis, opening a new chapter in the completion of the International Space Station for the collaboration of nations in space.
Roll program. Roger, roll, Atlantis.
Houston is now controlling. Roll maneuver is underway. Atlantis is heading into a heads-down position on course for a 51.6 degree.
10 seconds. We have a go for main engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, lighting up the nighttime sky as we continue building the International Space Station.
Houston Discovery, roll program.
Roll Discovery.
Commander Mark Polanski confirming Discovery, rolling on.
Yes, 25 seconds.
Yes, sir. That's a minute. We're going to continue.
Sound suppression water system is activated. 15 seconds and counting. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7. Main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis to assemble the framework for the science laboratories of tomorrow.
Houston now controlling.
Houston, Atlantis, roll program.
Roger, roll, Atlantis.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, go for main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Endeavour, expanding the International Space Station while creating a classroom in space.
Houston, Endeavour, roll program.
Roger, roll, Endeavour.
Houston now controlling the flight of Endeavour. The Space Shuttle begins its journey back into orbit. Endeavour rolling onto the proper alignment, heads down, wings level for the 8.5-minute ride to orbit, taking aim on the International Space Station for docking on Friday.
Primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. T-minus 17 seconds and counting. 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Go for main engine start. Main engine start. 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond.
Houston now controlling the flight of Discovery. The Space Shuttle begins the journey back into orbit. Discovery completes its roll. The shuttle now heads down, wings level for the 8.5-minute ride to orbit.
9, 8, go for main engine start. 7, 6, main engine ignition. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis as Columbus sets sail on a voyage of science to the space station.
Houston now controlling.
Roger, roll, Atlantis.
Columbus weighs anchor from its port in Florida. Atlantis on the proper alignment, heads down, wings level for the 8.5-minute ride to orbit, taking aim on the International Space Station for docking on Saturday.
Safety systems armed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of Endeavour, going where east and west do meet at the International Space Station.
Houston now controlling.
Houston, Endeavour, roll program.
Roger, roll, Endeavour.
The roll maneuver is complete. Endeavour is in a heads-down position on course for a 51.6-degree, 136 by 36 statute mile orbit. The Florida coast gets an early sunrise as Endeavour heads out on a course to intercept the International Space Station in a day and a half.
10 seconds. We have go for main engine start. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Shuttle Discovery. Combate Kudasai. Best of luck to the International Space Station's newest laboratory.
Houston and Discovery, roll program.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
Houston now controlling the flight of Discovery, a man-made rising sun on behalf of Japan. Discovery on the proper alignment, heads down, wings level for the 8.5-minute ride to orbit. 4.5 million pounds of hardware and humans taking aim on the International Space Station.
20. 15. 10.
Let's go for main engine start.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Space Shuttle Endeavour, preparing our home in space for a larger international family.
Houston now controlling.
12, 10,
Let's go for main engine start.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And booster ignition and liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery, taking the space station to full power for full science.
This is Mission Control, Houston.
Discovery, roll program.
Nozzle check of the SRBs. Firing chain is armed. Sound suppression water system armed. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and
Liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis, the final visit to enhance the vision of Hubble into the deepest grandeur of our universe.
The sound suppression water system has been activated, protecting Endeavour and the launch pad from acoustical energy. We're go for main engine start. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Endeavour, completing Kibo and fulfilling Japan's hope for an out-of-this-world space laboratory.
Houston, Endeavour, roll program.
Roger, roll, Endeavour.
This is Mission Control Houston. Endeavour's roll maneuver is being completed. It is now going into a heads-down position on track for its flight to the International Space Station. Flying at 400 miles per hour, 1 mile in altitude and 7 miles downrange already from the Kennedy Space Center.
T-minus 20 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds. The sound suppression water system has been activated.
10. CLS is go for main engine start.
We have a go for main engine start. And we have main engine start. 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery, celebrating its 25th birthday by racking up science and supplies to the space station.
Houston now controlling the midnight ride of Rick Sturckow and his crew to the International Space Station.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis on a mission to build, resupply, and to do research on the International Space Station.
Houston now controlling. Atlantis begins its penultimate journey to shore up the International Space Station. Atlantis now in the proper alignment for its 8.5-minute ride to orbit. 4.5 million pounds of hardware and humans taking aim on the international outpost.
T-minus 16 seconds. The sound suppression water system has been activated. We're T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We have to go for main engine start. 2, 1, 0. Booster ignition and liftoff of Shuttle Endeavour with NASA's final space station crew compartment that brings a bay window view to our celestial backyard.
T-minus 25 seconds. Discovery's onboard computers have primary control of the vehicle's critical functions. 20 seconds. T-minus 15 seconds and the sound suppression water system has been activated.
10.
We have a go for main engine start. 3 engines up and ready. 3, 2, 1, 0. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery, blazing a trail to scientific discoveries aboard Space Station.
Houston, Discovery, roll program.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
This is Mission Control Houston. Space Shuttle Discovery is rolling into a heads-down position, putting it on course for
10, 9, 8. Go for main engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 0 and liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis, reaching the crest of its historic achievements in space.
Houston, Atlantis is in a roll. Roger, roll.
Houston is now controlling. The roll maneuver is complete. Atlantis is in a heads-down position on course for a 51.6 degree, 136 by 36 statute mile orbit. And the 3 main engines on Atlantis have now been throttled down to 70.
The sound suppression water system has been activated, protecting Discovery and the launch pad from acoustical energy waves.
Go for main engine.
Go for main engine start. We have main engine start. 2, 1. Booster ignition and the final liftoff of Discovery. A tribute to the dedication, hard work, and pride of America's Space Shuttle team. The shuttle has cleared the tower.
This is Mission Control Houston. The Space Shuttle now rolling over onto its back with a 10-minute ride into orbit. Discovery now making one last reach for the stars.
Firing chain is armed. Suppression water system is armed. Go for main engine start. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 0, and liftoff for the final launch of Endeavour, expanding our knowledge, expanding our lives in space.
Houston, Endeavour, all program.
Roger, roll, Endeavour. Verify control for GVA retract, please.
And all personnel, we're holding here at 31 seconds while we get a verification that the GVA has fully retracted per our pre-plan.
This is CMAC. We verify retracted.
Okay, and you can verify that it is fully retracted per the instructions that we've been that we developed, correct?
That's correct.
All right, and STE?
And NTD, STE concurs. They satisfy the requirements of GSE 13 pre-plan contingency. I am go.
Okay, I copy. And launch director?
Yes, sir. I heard all that and concur. Press on.
All right, very good.
NTD, STE.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I need concurrence to GLS and mass to clear the hold, please.
Very good. And GLS, you have concurrence? Go.
Copy that. It's in work.
Thank you. Let us know when that's complete.
NTD, we have it in work.
All right, guidance.
And just a reminder for folks, our lock turn back hold time is 3 minutes and 16 seconds.
NTD, CCLS on 212, we're ready to go.
All right, very good. And launch director, with that cleanup, we're going to go ahead and proceed.
Yes, sir. Please do.
All right, and all personnel, we are going to pick up the clock here momentarily. And GLS, you can resume the clock on your mark.
Copy that. Countdown clock will resume on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.
E-minus.
Go for auto sequence start.
Handoff to Atlantis' computers has occurred. Solid rocket booster nozzle steering check and work.
20.
Firing chain is armed.
15.
Go for main engine start. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,